Advertencia sobre el contenido. Este es un juego de terror y no está dirigido a todos los tipos de público. Para obtener una lista de todas las advertencias sobre el contenido, visita nuestro sitio web www.blacktabigames.com. Slay the Princess utiliza los efectos visuales intermitentes y el efecto parallax, que, en casos poco frecuentes, han provocado que algunos jugadores sufran mareos. Si alguno de estos efectos te ha causado un problema de salud, puedes desactivarlos desde las opciones del juego. Sin importar los horrores que encuentres en la oscuridad, ten valor y sigue adelante. No hay finales prematuros, no hay decisiones equivocadas, solo hay perspectivas novedosas y comienzos nuevos. Esta es una historia de amor. Buena gente, bienvenidos a mi canal. Yo soy Nico y este es un nuevo episodio de nuestra serie Slay the Princess, the Pristine Cut. Estoy grabando el que corresponde, ¿no? Porque abrí 2 veces el juego. Capo que soy, Nikin. Bueno, veamos un segundito los recuerdos para ver qué nos falta. La adversaria, la canción que escribimos con sangre. La torre. Esta creo que es cuando le pego. Esta creo que es cuando me dobleo ante ella. Esta es cuando la mato sin dudar. Esta es cuando la encierro. Esta es cuando uso la cuchilla y nos lastimamos. Ay Dios, hay tantas, pero hay que desbloquear las que nos faltan. Necesito más espacio, una cueva estrecha no es lugar para pelear. Vamos a probar esta. A ver si la sacamos. Resistirse a lo divino, pero es difícil de matar a una diosa. Fracasar no es motivo de vergüenza. A veces cuando eliminas algo de tu ser pierdes una parte de ti. Bueno, espacios intermedios. El fin de todo. Bueno, vamos a intentar ir por este. Sí, que sería tratar de conseguir la adversaria y decirle que no tenemos más espacio.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Sí.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Ok.
You're here to slay her.
Sí.
If you don't,
ya sabemos. Fin del mundo, ¿de qué hablas? Bla, 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 bla. Bien, gracias por accionar. Continuar en silencio hacia la cabaña.
you make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
Saben lo que hay que hacer, ¿no? Hay que entrar con el cuchillo, soltarlo y decirle mano a mano, pendeja.
The interior of the cabin is almost in the blade.
Tomar la daga. Y entramos al sótano.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place.
El aire que te recibe es denso y húmedo, percibes el hedor de la podredumbre. Ya saben, si están en este capítulo es que ya saben.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Sí, claro que es la que está a cargo.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hola.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Tranqui.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Sí, claro, exacto. ¿Qué? Para nada, ¿por qué piensas eso? Sí, no era broma.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very
Soltamos.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the...
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué me hace eso? ¿Estás en una relación? ¿Estás coqueteando conmigo?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
¿Sabes por qué estoy aquí para
Do
matarte? Al parecer vas a destruir el
Don't
mundo.
just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
¿Qué harías si te dejo ir?
Princess hesitates. She doesn't know. She knows what she'd do. She's just...
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here, whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world. But they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you, either.
She has a point. There's a reason.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life, but you don't really know me, do you? What
No,
can my word
no la...
possibly
Sí, sí
be
sabemos
worth
quién
in a
es en
situation
realidad.
like this?
Ay, Dios.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't...
Like I said, it's all about trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner?
She's wrong.
Bueno, ya hablamos suficiente.
Oh, have you decided?
You know why...
Aniquilar a la princesa.
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle. She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow. We shouldn't have hesitated. But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure as you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you, completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She applies
Qué
more
fuerte.
pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs. This is the end, isn't it?
Tremendo.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark. And you
Hentai. Permiso, me voy a guardar una capturita. Ah, no me guardó, no te puedo creer. Bueno, está bien. No pasa nada. Espero que esté grabando bien
You're
al
on a
menos.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Deberíamos encontrar ahora a la luchadora, ¿verdad?
You're here to slay.
Tengo una
A
horrible
terrible sense
sensación
of
de
déjà
déjà
vu.
vu.
No,
Sí.
you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
No sé, no parece
If he
que sea.
doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
Está bien igual. Ya sabemos que somos
She is not going
inmortales.
to kill you
Somos parte de
unless you
ella.
let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Bueno. Ir a la cabaña.
A warning before you go any further.
She will lie, she will cheat.
And she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word. We might as well. Can we? I'm not. You're being injustice.
Creo que cuando
Rescue.
entramos
So,
ya es súper fuerte.
if that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Sí, cállate la boca. Derrotado. Débil mental.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on. The blade is your. Why do we feel we don't feel? No blade this time. Blade.
Blade, no blade.
It doesn't matter.
No sé en qué cambia que veamos o
The
no
door to
veamos
the
el espejo,
basement
pero...
creaks open, revealing a. It's still a stone. Her booming voice.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger.
You weren't. You shouldn't have. We need to get down there. Should we? It doesn't matter.
¿Es la diosa?
Making your way down the spiral staircase. The princess towers.
Sí, es la diosa.
Almost glowing in the weeks. The chain is.
The little bird. I see your hand and more than a.
She's.
Kneel.
But the words don't leave your mouth.
That's my good. The last time I could feel it. It's time.
Well, that it's certain you are the.
Le pifiamos, ¿no?
The stakes.
Avancemos, avancemos.
Your will. All you.
If this is no, you can't.
There still is that.
That's impossible.
Yours.
No.
I don't. Run without.
And how are we supposed to do that? We all.
Ay, me encanta, pero...
Her chains shatter.
What a good.
Y ahí termina.
She's gone. And is that a?
Tenemos... Esta es la primera vuelta.
This. I don't want.
Mirar el reflejo. No hay reflejo. Sí, sí hay. Te has marchitado. Ir a la cabaña. Estás en la cabaña. Esta versión no la habíamos visto, creo.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my all of me is changing.
Estoy listo para volver.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Esta vez sin dudar, ¿eh? Derechito a la cabaña y a pegarle.
You make your way. A warning. She will. We're not going to go. Ignore him.
Porque nosotros teníamos que desbloquear el otro, el que vamos mano a mano contra ella.
The interior of the can. The blade.
Entrando al sótano.
Her voice.
Hello?
This. Don't. Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better you walk down the street. I am begging.
Huh? Okay.
Estoy buscando porque no sé cuál tengo que hacer. Que ahora sí te dejo
The
ir.
princess, she knows what she...
Are you looking for the truth, or are you...
Thank you. You turn back to...
Where are you going? You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these...
Slip these... She has to be bluffing, but I'd hurry. You rush up to the first... Okay. If we're sure about this, you slowly creep down the basement stairs. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm. Its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. Is it just me? Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. Where is she? You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place.
I can wait. I'm very patient.
Ah, sos paciente. Yo también puedo esperar.
You do your best to patiently wait her out. But eventually... Come on, wake up. We can't... You step into the shadows. Too late, you hear the quiet patter of feet against the basement floor, followed by the taut pull and sharp pain of tearing flesh as the princess lunges into you from behind and drags you to the... Her ferocity overwhelms you, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip on the... This is the end. I'm afraid it is. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your... Everything goes dark.
And die. La bestia. Ah, la otra vez nos comió.
Your honor, you're here. A warning before you go any further. She will lie as a cat. I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie.
Vamos a guardar acá, Domingo 12. Vamos a guardar y vamos a cargar si perdemos. Porque lo que tenemos que hacer es encontrar cómo matarla. Convertida en bestia. No esperaba este, pero sé que es parte de uno de los recuerdos. A ver. Recuerdos. La desconocida. La bestia. A manos de la naturaleza. Además de que te trae entero. O sea, hay que conseguir que nos mate de otra manera.
The interior of the cabin is... The blade is your...
Tomar la daga.
You take the blade.
Entrar al sótano.
The door to the basement creaks open. The air... She growls.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost impatient. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
Ahí está la cola.
You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush. Remember, she is certainly not... You're not. Hell, it doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she... Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the dark.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move.
Tienes que moverte. Moverme.
You lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess. In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her. Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs. So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
¿Qué quieres? No tenemos que matarnos. ¿Y si te ayudo y nos vamos juntos? No, 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 nada de hablar. Deja de esconderte y
If you
muéstrate.
want to see me, you should get better at seeing.
She knows that her strength lies in shadows and secrets. She won't reveal herself unless she has to.
Estás cambiando el tema.
And you bear your weakness to the world.
She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive. It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive, if it eventually kills us. We need to take back.
Esperar su ataque y contraatacar. Sí, a la
This isn't going
miércoles.
to work. We're in her domain. We just have to stay alive. If we keep dodging her forever, we're going to get tired. We're going to slip up. We have to take a risk. As the princess lunges from the shadows once more, you tighten her grip on the blade and lash out. It strikes, cutting deep, and the princess loses her focus, crying out in pained surprise as she crashes into you. You're sent sprawling and can already feel the massive bruise blossoming on your ribs as she scrambles back into the darkness. Ha! Look at that! We wounded her, and she wounded us. Bad trade.
That hurt. Are you just the cornered animal you seem to be? Or could you be a rival?
She rears back, then leaps at you, more forceful, more ferocious, more serious. The scuffle is brief, and though you inflict a few deep wounds, you find yourself quickly overwhelmed by her savagery. You collapse to the floor. She wastes no time before pouncing on you in a flurry of claws and blood, your nerves barely able to keep up with the onslaught. By the end, you're lying in a nest of your own intestines, spine severed, blood rapidly draining out onto the jungle floor. The princess, drenched in both her blood and yours, idly prods your body.
No, that's it then. Cornered animal it was. Do better next time. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
We're not dead, we're... But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark,
And I.
and you die.
La guarida.
You're on a path in the Yeah, we are. And this time we're not gonna run until we die. We're taking her head on and we're winning. You felt her. She didn't have a soft underbelly. She didn't have blind spots. What could we have done that would have saved us from her hunger? When someone tries to make you dead, you have to hit them back. You have to show them your authority. There's nothing worse than a bully that thinks they own you.
Sí, mal.
Great. So you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done.
Ok.
Oh, shut up. It bodes fine. You're the reason we're stuck in this shit situation. Now I have to do the hard work of dragging us out.
Qué loco esto, de tener cuatro
And
voces
how
en
do
la
you
cabeza.
intend to do that? We're going to fight her, and we're going to win. There's a reason she slinks around in the shadows. Well, no complaints here. Now hold on. We're not just gonna let the fact that he knows things about this whole loop. He's not important. He can have his secrets for all I care. She's killed us You make your way down to the... So, we've already been... I'm not... It's a better plan than you... I don't like this, but I'll try to keep us breathing.
Cállense, cállense, cállense.
The interior is dark and overgrown. Vines and brush obscure so much of the place that, had you not seen the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all. The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump, a pristine blade embedded in its exposed ring. The blade is your implement. Take it. When's no one going to mention the mirror? What are you talking about? He isn't tricked. If that mirror's... Yes, take the steel claw. You pull the good. You step forward. You heard him. That mirror. It is so...
Ya sabemos que no es un espejo. Romperlo.
You bring your fist crashing down into the open hole leading to the basement, throwing yourself off balance and tumbling headlong into the pitch black. If there were once stairs leading into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend. It smells of mold and decay. The damp walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue. As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs, no entity threatens violence or pleads for safety. Stay quiet. Don't give.
Bajar en silencio.
You say nothing, maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into the basement. The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. And though you can't see the vastness of the space, you can feel it. You're exposed. It doesn't matter if we can't see down here. We know where she is.
E intentar atraerla. ¿Le digo algo?
She doesn't respond. I assume that means her aunt.
Avanzar hacia las sombras, listo para luchar. Sí.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement. There, she's about to strike. With the near silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. You're quick to react, swinging your blade, its tip intercepting her before she can draw first blood. She recoils, stunned for a brief moment. See, I told you. We needed to assert our might. We needed to prove to her that she can bleed too. She'll doubt her every move now. Her gleaming eyes watch you from the shadows, unblinking. There's fear in them now, but it is a fear wreathed in fury. And beneath it all lurks something far more primal. Hunger. Yes, she knows your strength now, and she wishes to devour it. How unseemly. I'd like to see her try. The princess lunges with even more ferocity than before. Both voices were right. Within that ferocity there is the clumsiness of doubt, a chaotic dance between impulse and restraint. Not a word is spoken between you and the princess as you exchange blows in the dark. The glint of bloody claws and fangs, the flash of wet steel. In the pit, all of your senses are heightened, each injury stinging like a chorus of insects, each small shift in your favor a major victory that swells your confidence. And yet, for all the wounds you've managed to inflict upon her, you remain at a stalemate. And then you start to lose ground. While your body slows, hers quickens, her wounds mending as she licks the blood of her prey from her dripping maw. So she really can devour our strength. Can we do something like that? All these wounds are starting to add up. Nah, screw that. We're not stooping to her level. We'll just have to give this our all, end it in one final hit. We die if we do that. We have to make ourselves like her. We have to embrace instinct. She shifts towards you, her bloody grin shining in the dark. And then you see it. Your opening. Take it. Put her down like the mindless beast she is.
entregarme al instinto como ella? Ay, Dios.
You hurl yourself towards the princess, your movement too quick, too bold for her to intercept. You bury your blade deep in her chest. Yes, yes, we're going out in a blaze of glory. Nature doesn't have glory. This is just death. She howls in pain, retaliating with claws and teeth, desperately tearing, trying to devour you to make herself whole once again. Chunks of your flesh are torn away, feathers and blood and bits of gore splattering to the ground. But your work is already done. No sating of her ravenous hunger will be enough to mend her now. Though her flesh begins to seal itself around you, she cannot remove your blade from her heart. You and the princess collapse to the floor together, your bodies fused, entwined in a bloody mass of limbs and teeth. I wouldn't have it any other way. As the two of you fade, a new emotion creeps into the princess's eyes. Something akin to shame. What have we done? They ask. I guess that's it. At least we saved the world, right? He's gone. Everything is gone, except her and us. It doesn't matter. We won.
Oh. Me sentí culpable ahora.
She's gone. Where does she go? And is that a... that thing... Screw the mirror. We just need to...
Estás en la cabaña.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there? This one is consumed by instinct, a dancer moving to the rhythm of the flesh. She will make for a ravenous heart. She wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself. But she is only a voice. Do not mourn her, for she is part of something greater. One, whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The next time I see you, each of us will I will be here.
Otra vez muertos.
You're on up, you're here.
Esta vez vamos a tratar de pelear, pero no me acuerdo cómo era.
You make your way up the short.
A ver. La guarida, la madriguera, la criatura, esa ya la bloqueamos. Deberíamos ahora tratar bajar con el cuchillo. Pero no pelear. adversaria, tenemos que ir contra la adversaria. Tengo que bajar con la daga.
A warning. She will lie. We're not going to go through with this. Ignore him. He doesn't know. The interior of the cabin, the blade. Her voice.
Who's...
She said, don't. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walked. She's focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? Then why did you bring a knife with you?
She makes a don't you dare. It's fine. The blade.
Thank you.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship. Oh, have you decided what...
You know. That seems like a pretty good... Leaving her alive is...
One way or... And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to... Oh, for the love of...
Good.
You're... No. They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you...
Maybe it's doubtful.
I'll be...
You attempt to... Someone... Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam, the knife.
Without hesitation, you bring...
You bastard. If I had...
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's baked an act. She's unarmed and there's nothing. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you raise your blade to strike again, she kicks out. Knock the two of you struggle on the ground. You lash out with the blade, slicing wherever you can. Her fists connect with your body again and again, each blow stronger than the last. Forget trying to rescue her. This is about... You roll out of her grasp and shakily push yourself, though every inch of you is in pain. The princess probably has it worse. We can still turn this around. You steel your resolve and take another... Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? Can you not feel all those ruptures? The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you...
Oh, this was fun. You put up more of a fight than... Do you really think...
But you don't have the time to worry over her work. Everything goes dark.
And
you die.
Bueno. La adversaria.
You're here to slay her.
Vamos a ir a la cabaña.
A warning. Before you, she will lie. Are you sure? The point, the princess, Crystal. The cabin is the blade.
No blade this time. Right then, fisticuffs.
As long as you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is weight. The door to the basement creaks open. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice...
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to you. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. But no little knife this time, huh? No, I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
Te ves diferente.
Aside from your empty hands, you look exactly the same.
Alright, fine. If you're what? You've already met the princess has already met you. The two of you, maybe. You did see. Of course I lost. You don't know. Of course I'm not a.
Pues como te molesta, me lo voy a tomar incluso con menos seriedad.
I'm going to take that silence as a sign that from this moment on, you're going to treat the task before you.
Then why are you just standing there? Fight me.
Estoy aquí para liberarte. Necesitamos habilitar la opción. Entonces sí me recuerdas.
No, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So,
Eso
why
dijo
don't we do
ella.
it again? Or are you scared I'm going to put you down for good this time?
Are you just going to let her talk to us like that? I think my position on violence. I agree.
Espera, no vine a pelear, creo que primero. No te tengo miedo.
Then prove it. Come a little closer.
Me voy a acercar.
You take a cautious step towards the princess, unarmed. I wish I could believe you know what you're doing, but you clearly don't. You stop a few feet short of her reach, her chains taut as she stares down at you. She's a lot bigger than I thought she was.
Why do you sound so scared? We can take her.
Well, what do you want? Because every second we waste talking is a second we could spend killing each other instead.
¿Por qué quieres que nos matemos el uno al
Why
otro?
wouldn't I want that? Why don't you want that? It felt good last time. It felt right. And it makes sense.
Permanecer en silencio.
What are you trying to do? Do you think pacifism is
Right? This isn't fun. This isn't.
Is that so? Let's see if you still feel that way once I start beating you.
She's still bound by those chains. All that does is put the two of you at another impasse.
Do you really think those chains will stop her? She's not the type to hand out empty threats.
But she has to be bluffing, right? If you step back as she steps forward, her bindings creaking ominously. And then they snap. It was only a matter of, dear Lord, what do we do? Oh, if only there was some sort of weapon you could use to fight a world.
Exactly. Just do what I've been telling you to do.
Finally! I'll be waiting, but you better not be wasting.
You make your way back up the stairs to the cabin above. The blade remains where you left it.
Agarrar la daga
You
del
take
altar.
the blade.
Volver al sótano.
Blade in hand, you make your way back down. You find the princess waiting for you.
See? I knew we could trust her.
Glad to see you finally stopped having cold feet. I could barely wait. Fight me. Now.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself. Here we go.
Oh, we'll make it count, or... As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess. She's unfazed by your on. She almost looks...
Solo un golpe.
You don't actually... That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to... It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only... You need to put so don't be afraid.
Don't let her get in your head. She's huge, but that probably... Don't listen to them. That's your plan, then. That's your plan. You can feel flesh give way. Pull it out. We'll try a different... No, we can do this. We're not gonna win it... You pull back on the blade's hilt. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them... You hit the floor. You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains. Weak little dance isn't working. Just... She's throwing us around like a ragdoll, I think.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around?
The princess's arm shoots for...
How disappointing.
She squeezes. Everything goes dark.
Ah, no era esto lo que teníamos que hacer. ¿El ojo de la aguja?
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there. Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it. So what? You'd have us cower in a corner? No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, are you not challenging us on all the loot? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are... It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her... Things are always changing. She changed because they're not supposed to...
Bueno.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament. No last advice for us? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now. Catharsis is for when we're finished.
Tenemos que sacarla al bosque.
The interior of the blade. See? Take it. You take the blade from good. There's... You step forward. Always a bit right. You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but the air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goad her. Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make...
Dead certain. Everything inside of me screams for it.
We need to get closer. She needs... You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, remember every crack and crevice. You'll need to be faster than her. You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling. Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh. Break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
We can't get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, and let her... I really don't like the sound. It's the only way we live.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do. So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Si quieres una buena pelea, si realmente quieres ver lo mejor de mí, necesitamos ir a un lugar con más
The
espacio.
princess scoffs.
Oh, you're up to something tricky, aren't you? You're teasing me with what I want, but I'm sick of waiting. I'm not going to let you give me another bad fight. I'm going to get what I want.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Run. Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same? Little bird,
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass. You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me. Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head.
Do it. Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you. You leap from the grass and bound towards the princess, keeping low.
Charging me head on? Brave and foolish.
Her body braces for impact, anticipating the clash. That's where you're both wrong. Left, now! As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again. Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. A scratch. Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut. We're actually going to pull this off, aren't we? You just might.
No cantes
But
victoria,
don't let it
amigo.
get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady. More! Keep going! We can't stop now! You spy an opening, but this time she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground. Nothing! These blows are nothing to us! But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
You've outplayed me, haven't you? Something feels wrong. Something.
And? Then what happened? She's gone. Where did she go? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Acercarse al espejo.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Screw the mirror. We just... I think you know what I am.
Oh. A ver, ahora que nos prepara el juego. Otra vez nuestra querida.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
¿Qué pasaba?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature. When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation? Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us.
¿Intentamos aniquilarla?
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The fun. I love you.
Rompimos la jaula de la realidad de nuevo.
It's magnificent.
Muy bien, ¿eh? Logramos ver cómo nos partió la madre. Unirte a subreddit, volver al menú. Volver al menú. ¡Ja! Tremendo juego, amigo. El ojo de aguja. Para quienes moran en cuevas de verdad, baila. Las paredes más allá sombrías. Tremendas las imágenes, amigo. Enhebra el hilo en el ojo de la aguja con un acompañante escéptico y ayuda a cruzar al otro plano. Uno puede resistirse a lo divino, pero es muy difícil matar a una diosa. Nos quedan unos finalitos todavía, ¿eh? Este creo que lo tenemos, pero me parece raro, ¿vieron? La salvaje, cuerpos fusionados, comienza uno y termina el otro. Bueno, nos quedan un par de finales todavía que ya los veremos en el próximo episodio. Como siempre, si les gustó el video, darle like, suscribirse y compartir. No olviden darle a la campanita para más notificaciones y nos estaremos viendo en el próximo episodio. Será hasta otra. Adiós.